she's stranded.
Sothandweni la mbona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena mbona wena wedwa ngisothandweni la mbona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu baby ngisemathandweni baby ngisemathandweni baby ngisemathandweni baby ngisemathandweni bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena bona wena wedwa ngisothandweni bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu sothandweni bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa sothandweni bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu angifuna omunye umuntu sothandweni la bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa sothandweni la bona ngehlanyuka ngifuna wena wedwa angifuna omunye umuntu baby angifuna omunye umuntu
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Spent all that time on the live stream and I've been quiet the whole time. Okay, fine. Let's just move on. What's done's done. Let me turn this off as well so that there's no playback. That's crazy. The breakdown that I was giving you guys this whole entire time, none of you could hear. That's just crazy work. But essentially, Gold's just giving us the slip again. Gold is giving us the slip again. We had this short setup here. We didn't reach up into it prior to the news. Started dropping off. The analysis with DXY, bang on. It does look like today was the low of the week. So if today's the low of the week, then we should see the rest of the week just remain bullish, really. Oh, that's really annoying. It's really, really annoying. Okay. Gold, gold, gold. Gold, man. Just been giving us the slip the whole week. Gold's been giving us the slip the whole week. I can't believe it. Another setup is just gone. I can't lie, guys. I'm bothered. I'm offended. You know, the only pro that we can take from this is the fact that the analysis was correct. But other than that, wow, Bitcoin's really going for the... Oof. That's a really nasty candle there from Bitcoin. You know, now that we're down here, we're in territories where we can actually turn into a buy. Like, we've come down to the daily candle. This is a completely valid area to go long from. In terms of us getting a long today, very unlikely we're going to get any longs today. But what is good so far is the daily picture. Okay, we need to take out this daily high. It's looking a little bit better. Okay, with yesterday's down candle, right, let's say today finishes bullish, maybe somewhere around here. Tomorrow we get a slight pullback, just a slight one, and then continuation. And then potentially to next week, we get a pullback and play down into this candle here, and then complete the new high on the monthly and a new high on the weekly. Right? Let's see. Gold, I can't believe you. You just start falling off, and you just keep going. No remorse. Alright guys, if you're on the live stream right now, drop a like on the live. We've just about missed this gold short setup. CPI just come out, completely just blitzed through everything, which is fine. Let's see if we can actually get an entry on gold. Maybe he wants to pull back, give us an entry for a short. But right now, because the landscape, the picture has changed, we need to give time. We just need to give time for the picture to get better. Right now, the S&P is, yeah, it looks like it's going to go for that low. Joe, it looks like you're not going to get your setup either. It looks like you're not going to get your setup either. US 30. Falling off a cliff. Nasdaq's falling off a cliff as well. EURJ price probably pushing up. Yep. Okay, let's see what we can do. Joe says in the chat box, yeah, price is on a waterfall. It's crazy, honestly. Okay, so let's take a look at the stats. Ooh, wow. Okay, so across the board for CPI is really, really good, guys. CPI for month on month, the forecasted was 0.3%. A higher reading indicates hawkish or bullish for the dollar, and it came out at 0.5%, so it's higher. The year-on-year CPI grew by 0.1%, and the core CPI grew by 0.1% as well. Wow, it's really good. So there is a bit of consumer strength going on, consumer confidence going on. Not too sure why, but that's what the data says. Guys, to be honest, I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. I'm so annoyed. You know, I really did think today, yes, today we're going to get that perfect move. It's going to be swimming, and gold didn't even come to the setup. Can you believe that? Gold didn't even come to the setup. Gold didn't even come to the setup. All right. So far this week, what have we taken? Right, we took some small buys here, and then we took a sell here. We went break even. Price ended up coming back to break even, and then we played out of the higher area, right, which was the area that we were originally looking for, to be honest with you. But then at that time it was already pretty late, and then we drop. We hit full TPs around here. Tokyo session we continue lower, London session continue lower, and now New York session we are continuing lower. Then today, this afternoon, we have this set up for a short. We missed this short. Price didn't come to the short area by, let's just say, 6 pips. We're getting huge moves. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's a real gap in the market. This is not like a market open gap. So imagine, right, we have this 5-second candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We have the next 5-second candle. Like, price moves so fast, right? As soon as the next 5-second candle started, right? It started from here. You see how big that gap is? At some point, we should get a retracement to fill some of this gap. Look, the Nas has a gap as well. Let's see if gold has a gap. I doubt gold has a gap, but let's see. Yeah, gold doesn't have a gap. That's a wicked gap there on the S&P. This looks pretty heavy, you know, to the downside. I can't lie. This looks pretty heavy. And it's like, yeah, you know, you can enter buys or sells or whatever you want to enter, right? But do you really want to be part of all of this? You know, recently price action hasn't been the best, you know, hasn't been given ideal market conditions, okay? And times like this you can't really account for. You've kind of just got to accept it. Like if market's just not going to give me the setups that I'm used to getting or the setups that I want to see, the entries I want to see, then I'm just not going to take part, guys. It's that simple. You know, last week we had what did we have? It was here. Last week we had the NFP. Yeah. Was that last week? Yeah, that should be last week. Last week we had NFP. PA was rubbish. We had a push down, caught a buy here, went up, didn't continue, came back down, sure. Took some profits on that one, no problem. And then we've had all of this price action here. I think this was the interest rate. Had some crazy candles, push back down, and then Tokyo session, we start rallying again. Right? The moves that we're getting during the evening is really getting on my nerves now. You know, it doesn't give you any chance to actually take anything unless if, you know, you're more of the risque or the gambling type and you're just thinking to yourself, you know what, let me just give it a go, see what happens. Then sure, shoot your shot. Gold, you wait. I'm gonna catch something on you, man. You wait. I'm anticipating this being a buy. This being the low to get a new high. That's what I'm anticipating. Obviously, right now the picture isn't the clearest, right? But let's see. I want to see gold actually push above this high here, and we can see what we'll get. Like, to be honest, gold could sell off from here again. But remember what I said to you guys, if we push down into this imbalance, like, the sells are less probable, right? It doesn't mean that it won't happen. It's just like, it's not ideal. Like, there's still a good chance that this trade will lose. So depending on what risk appetite you have, you can take this, you cannot. The choice is completely yours. The gift says Bitcoin by Ritz. Who's Ritz? I'm guessing Ritz is Ritesh. I'm looking at 2860.80 area for buys. 2860, where's that? That's quite low. Yeah, that's quite low, bro. I don't know if you'll get it. Well, let's see. Bitcoin buy. That's a nasty wick, that. That's a really nasty wick on Bitcoin. Like, to be honest with you all, where's the queen of Bitcoin? Trust me. To be honest with you all, I don't like these type of conditions. I don't like trading these type of conditions. I don't like just being in moves, scalping it. It's not me. But we are pulling back across the board. Hmm. I wonder if dollar's gonna drop from here. So if it is, there might be a slight little push up here on gold. Like, this is still very, very minimal evidence to work with, but there might be like a teeny tiny buy if the dollar drops from here. If the dollar drops from right here, teeny tiny buy on gold probably. If I was trying to reach for any sort of setup, this is what it would be, to be honest. Okay, dollar's printing up more. 5-minute candle, 5-minute picture looks okay. Right now, to be honest, guys, there's no evidence. There's not enough evidence. Obviously, I'm trying to build a case here on the 1-minute, build a case here on the 30-second for gold, but there's just not enough evidence for me to say with conviction either buy or sell. There really isn't. But you know, even though we miss an entry or market doesn't come to our setup, we're still going to log in the time, right? I'm still going to view and watch charts. All right, we're still going to watch the market, build our pseudo memory, build our experience inside of markets. Like, to be honest, this high here for gold, like I would, if I wanted to be risque, I would buy this. Do you know what I mean? I would 100% buy this. If I wanted to be a little bit more risque, I'd buy it. Because the way I'm watching the DXY right now, yeah, it could, you know, still push up, but I reckon it could pull down a little bit more. The real problem arises when we go to the 15-minute, and if price gets back up here, you know, the question then becomes, do we take a sell from here or do we take a sell from the initial area? That becomes the next question that we need to answer. And to be honest, the best case scenario is just to do nothing. I'll be honest with you. I'll close above 28.85. What's that? 28.85, 28.85, 84. Yeah, if we get a close above it, then maybe a buy. But okay, it's tricky. The reason why I say it's tricky is because of the daily, right? Because we've pulled back. Right, yesterday when we're here, cool, we can look for some shorts, boom, 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 because we weren't down here yet. But now that we've come down here, there's now a good reason to go long, right? Oh no, Joe, that's what you are talking about. Even for a buy, Joe, there's just not enough evidence. Like, there's the higher time frame picture, yes, right? Higher time frame picture, yes. But to get a break above this 5-minute and then just start going long straight away, I don't think that's a very smart choice. Because look, hey, I could be wrong. 100%, I could be wrong. Sure, no problem. Right? But right now, where price currently is, the range to all-time high is 650 pips. Can we catch 100, 200 pips of that? Yeah, of course we can. Right? So, if we know we can catch 100, 200 pips of a push to the upside, then we don't have to risk potential losses here before we catch 1 to 200 pips. Right? Because even if we get a buy somewhere around 29, that's still a 400 pip range. Even if we get a buy somewhere around 29.15, that's still almost a, you know, 300 pip range. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my whole understanding and my whole bias is just not to rush. Right? We've just had CPI come out. It's, you know, we've had our really, really nice setup missed earlier up here. Looks like dollar will drop. We've had our really, really nice setup earlier missed, so it's like, cool, it is what it is. We'll just have to wait. Bitcoin is pulling back as well. Had a little play into this 1-minute candle and we're off. It's really, really tricky because it's like, because we've had such a big push to the upside here, we've got all of this space down below, right? We've got all of this space. And just because, right, just because we've got all these lows to potentially, you know, pull back to, it doesn't mean price will. I'll give you an example, right? If we take a look over here, right, this was NFP. We look at it, we had that, well, NFP's situation can be a little bit different, but we had that wick to the downside, push back up. You know, we had a pullback, we didn't completely fill out the wick, then we reversed, right? Quick smash and grab. Nice, nice, nice. Nice one, Gift. Guys, feel free to execute any positions or setups that you have. You know, don't wait for me. For me, I would take what I'm completely comfortable with, but I understand everyone's got their own risk appetites. Look at that big, big, big push from gold now. Right, we've just returned 75 pips. To be honest, guys, yeah, this 1 hour candle is unlikely to remain the same way it is now. Like, it's unlikely. It's unlikely that this hourly candle, maybe this hour won't fill some of it the wick, but the next hour should at least pull down a little bit. It's unlikely it will just stay like this. Right now, we've pulled back into the 15-minute candle. I'm going to look to take a small short from our original area because this looks quite strong. Let's see if we can take a short up here, guys. Right, I'm going to take my chances up here. The original area. Come on, golds. Get up there. If you're going to go, get up there. Just a little bit more. Right, we've got this 15-minute candle, sure. Right, it can hold here and drop down lower. But with the new hourly candle opening in 5 seconds, I want to see us create the high of the hour slightly above the previous hour and then get a drop lower. It doesn't have to be a full-on drop, just a little one. Come on, gold. Are you willing to play ball? Come on, gold, man. Don't do this bullshit again. DXY is pushing up. I don't think the dollar's done pushing down though. I'm gonna take a really small sell. Still gonna put my stop at 28.90 for free. I think we can get a little drop here on the dollar, you know. I don't think this is done. Let's try a little entry, guys. Let's try a little entry. Just a very, very small one. Right, we got this little 1 minute imbalance inside of here. Let's see if we want to drop from here. Or if we're going to push through it. Let's see. What I kind of want to see is on this 5 minute. Go to the line chart. Kind of want to see a test and a drop, but let's see. Okay, we're pushing through it. So if we're going to push through here, what is going to be a really easy take profit to target? 2878.2 maybe. Let me broaden my horizon a little bit. Like this wick, I don't think price will keep this wick like this, right? I do see us actually coming down for the wick. But let's see. 15-minute candles high is 28.78. 15-minute candle high. 15-minute candle high. Let's see how this setup goes, guys. Like the main area I'm looking for a short is here. Is the original entry. That's what I'm really looking for. Again, this is no longer high probable anymore, due to the fact that we've already reached the target down here, which was the area that we're looking for buys from. So if you are going to take this and you know, for whatever reason, you got concerns about taking a potential loss, or I don't know, you might be on a funded, then miss this one out. Because this definitely still has potential to give us the move. To give us the move that I'm looking for. Tricky market conditions, guys. Gift says, I came out of BTC just in time. Nice one, my bro. Okay, dollars continue to print higher. Let's see the S&P just dropping off. Cool. Euro USD dropping off as well. Let's see. Gold, gold is just teasing, guys. Gold is completely just teasing. Honestly, gold, come on. Gold has zero respect for anybody right now. All right, we're dropping there on the DXY. Let's see if gold wants to push up. Come on. See if we can get a little drop going on. Are you going to give us that entry or not? Okay, we might get this entry, guys. Nice. Taking another entry there on gold. Alright, so cool. Remember, this is going to be very, very high risk. You don't need to take this if you don't want to. But I'm going to give this a little go. Alright, all the conditions have been met. I want to see if this hourly candle can turn around a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so right now that we're in this position, all right, what are the problems right now? So the problem is a potential pullback and a test of this candle and a push up to where? Straight to SL. Okay, that is a problem right now. So for this move to be a little bit more concrete, we need to see this low get taken, and hopefully we get that. But for now, we're just chilling around entry, a little bit of drawdown. Let's see how it goes. I've taken very, 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 very small positions on this, so I'm not really too fussed either or. But let's see if I'm right. We're just gonna play the area anyways. See it, how it does. Right, if we can hold, right now the dollar is dropping down, right? But if we can hold, if gold can hold the entry right now, and then when it starts pulling back, right? When the DXY starts pulling back up, this should give gold a little bit of juice to drop. So right now this is contingent on us actually staying in around this entry, right? Let's see. Whoa, that was a nice little pump there from gold. Okay. Is it gonna hit? Cool, we're gonna hit. Yep. This is why. Gold, you couldn't just give us an entry earlier. Anyways, let's see how it goes. Right? This is why I was telling you guys this is high risk, highly unlikely to actually play out. Gold absolutely ripped through it. Okay, cool. Alright. We just got to sit on our hands, guys. Just wait for the pictures to get better. That's it. That's all we can do now, to be honest with you. This is completely ripping for the highs. Okay. If gold wants to now be a buy off of the daily, right? If gold wants to be a buy off of the daily, fine, so be it. Let's look for some buys. DXY is just pulling back right now. Let's see. Wonder what Bitcoin's doing. It's kind of chilling as well. Whoops, not there. Hmm. What's happening, Ritesh? So I'm guessing Ritz was not Ritesh after all. What's happening, my bro? You good? Guys, if you're watching the live stream right now, don't forget to leave a like on the live and subscribe if you haven't done so already. More of this content is provided for free inside of my Discord and Telegram. Links to both are in the description box down below. We had an initial setup for gold short, which missed. Right, we've pulled back up. We took that same short. It's hit stop. Okay. Right now, the daily picture is taking precedent. Right, we've had a pullback there on the daily, so ideally we should be looking at new highs. If gold is going to be a strong buy for the rest of the week, then I kind of want to see us take out a lot of these highs, right? Because all of these highs, they're just Tokyo range, right? Tokyo range, Tokyo range, Tokyo range. So let's see how it does. If gold is really, really going to be a strong buy, gold is going to really be a strong buy, then let's see it. Let's see it. So right now, the setup for the buys that I have for gold. Come on, trading view, load up. Buy on gold from 28.68. Nice one, Ritesh. Okay. We've had a pretty solid push up there from gold. So the setups that we can work with right now is a pullback into this imbalance as option number one, right? Our best option at the moment. The second option is to get a pullback into this 5-minute candle to go long. Those are our two options. Those are the two options, ladies and gents. So let's see which one we get. We've literally just taken out yesterday's high. Yeah. Gold's been really tough this week. Okay, we're getting a little pullback there on the dollar. We got 10 minutes till the stock open. That is a wicked hourly candle. Okay, cool. All right, anyone in any positions right now? Anyone in any positions right now? Yay or nay? Pardon me. Yay or nay, guys? Gift says nay. Richard says still in the buy. Okay, okay. $28.90. So 890 is here. Okay. Let's see Ritesh. Guys, if you're watching the live stream right now, drop a like on the live. If you haven't done so already. Stock open in 7 minutes. I know the BTC scalp. Why not? Why not? Whatever you want to do on BTC, make sure you do it before the stock open, boy.
With Google Workspace, Calendar lets you share your latest availability, so customers
All right, let's see if we can get a pullback in a continuation higher on gold. Looks like gold's just gonna keep going. Okay. Let's wait for the stock open. Then I definitely need to lock in and find a trade somewhere today. Because gold, you can't keep treating me like this. I've been good to you. I've been a loyal servant. Always chosen you. You're missing setups, missing entries. Wow. Wow. This is crazy, guys. 300 pips, just like that. Past 2 hours has been insane. We're really going for it. Alright, nothing's really happening right now. I'm just gonna chill out, listen to music, and if something comes by, we'll lock back in. Where's Trump speaking, Ritesh? Is it on YouTube? Let's see.
2 hours to your family's house.
Let's try to find it.
Said you need some time, but I should stick around for work.
Is it on Bloomberg? Surely it's on Bloomberg. Bloomberg Live.
For a moment, executives at Cosmopolitan magazine, they're ringing the bell because it's the love issue. Hey, Mac Culkin is on the cover with Brent.
Nope, it's not on there. Speech. This was 16 hours ago.
Wix gives you the power of AI to build the website you need.
Let's see.
With full
I don't,
business
Ritesh, I don't know where you are
design tailored.
seeing Trump speaking on YouTube.
You know,
I can't
clean them up
I can't see
and
it.
publish the models, put them out for comment. In terms of volatility, we're also going to, by the way, we're also going to release the stress test scenarios before we implement them. In terms of volatility, what we said we would do is average the changes to, the problem is the stress capital buffer can be moving up and down just because of volatility in the results. And it seemed like a good idea to smooth that out by averaging over a couple of years. We're putting all this out for comment, though, and ultimately we'll reflect those comments in the final decisions we make.
Thank you. I'll yield back my time.
Thank you, Senator McCormick. Senator Blunt Rochester.
Thank you, Chair and Ranking Member, and thank you, Chairman Powell. It's good to see you, and thank you for meeting with me last week. We discussed everything from jobs and housing support.
In the 39-year history of the group that does it, according to Gallup, the American people's confidence in the economy has just surged to the highest
This
level.
kind of looks like pre-recorded,
That's why I have a news conference like that. I take the greatest business leaders in the world. I say, hey, do you want to say you're going to invest the money? They're not looking for news conferences. They're saying, what am I doing here? They go in and they invest money. But it's good to know where the smartest business people in the world are investing, and they're investing in the United
This looks
States.
pre-recorded.
So we've done this all in 2 months of not being there. We haven't been there. And it's pretty amazing. And we think we're going to do some really great things. Really great things. We're being respected again all over the world. The Panama Canal is a disgrace, what took place at the Panama Canal. Jimmy Carter gave it to them for $1, and they were supposed to treat us well. I thought it was a terrible thing to do. It was the most expensive structure ever built in the history of our country, relatively. It would be the equivalent of substantially over $1 trillion today. We lost 38,000 people. Think of it, 38,000 people, they died from malaria, mosquitoes. They were unable to stop the mosquitoes. They paid people 5 times more to take the job. Many of those people died. We gave it away for $1. But the deal was that, they have to treat us fairly. They don't treat us fairly. They charge more for our ships than they charge for ships of other countries. They charge more for our Navy than they charge for navies of other countries. They laugh at us because they think we're stupid, but we're not stupid anymore. So the Panama Canal is under discussion with them right now. They violated every aspect of the agreement, and they've morally violated it also. And they want our help because it's leaking and not in good repair. And they want us to give $3 billion to help fix it. I said, well, why don't you get the money from China? Because China's basically taken it over. China's at both ends of the Panama Canal. China's running the Panama Canal. And they come to see this Biden, this guy who should never have been allowed even to run for president.
This guy, man, he's hilarious.
Well, she shouldn't have either, because that never happened. I had to be 2 people, not 1. But they want $3 billion to fix the Panama Canal that's run by China and makes a lot of money, China. One of the most profitable structures ever built, because you have ships lined up back to Florida, frankly, and they just keep going through, and the numbers are staggering, $500,000 to $1 million a ship. And they took it away from us, meaning we gave it to them for $1. But not going to happen. What they've done to us, they've charged us, they've overcharged our ships, overcharged our Navy. And then when they need repair money, they come to the United States to put it up. We get nothing. Those days are over. Working with the Republican majorities in Congress, will cut taxes, slash regulations, raise wages, and boost incomes at a pace the world has not seen before, and certainly not from our country. We had a big chunk of it in the first 3 years of prior to COVID coming in my administration. We had the greatest economy in history. We cut the most regulations in the history of our country, and I did that all in 4 years, by 4 times more than any other president cut. We did that in 4 years, and we were just getting started. We'll impose new tariffs so that the products on our stores will once again be stamped with those beautiful words, made in the USA. And we are not treated well, as you know, by Canada. Canada is subsidized to the tune of about $200 billion a year, plus other things. They don't essentially have a military. They have a very small military. They rely on our military. It's all fine, but, you know, they got to pay for that. It's very unfair. I have so many great friends. One of them is the great one, Wayne Gretzky. I said, run for prime minister. You'll win it'll take 2 seconds. But he said, well, am I going to run for prime minister or governor? You tell me. I said, I don't know. Let's make it governor. I like it better. But no, something's going to have to be done. Same thing with Mexico. We have a massive deficit with Mexico, and we help Mexico a lot. They're essentially run by the cartels, and can't let that happen. Mexico's really in trouble, a lot of trouble. Very dangerous place. And we're going to be announcing a future date pretty soon.
Okay, guys.
Change because we do most of the work there, and it's ours.
Nothing much is really happening.
Going to be changed. You're sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything
Let me
up,
stop this
essentially
Trump.
getting rid of.
I'm gonna set some alerts. I'm just gonna wait for it to be hit. Richard says move SL to 28.92. Oh, Bitcoin is now pushing up. Yup. Stock open. It's been here for about 7 minutes. No real crazy change as of yet. Yeah. I'm just gonna set some alerts, wait for the alerts to be hit, and then make a decision off of that. The main setups that I'm going to be looking for are the 2 buy entries that I told you on gold. Pull back down at this 5-minute candle, the high of 2886.03. If we don't get that, then we can look inside this imbalance, which starts at 2881.85. Okay, that's where we can start to look to go long. Those are the 2 options available right now. Okay, this push to the upside is quite substantial. It's quite a move. I didn't expect the wick to be left behind like that. That rarely ever happens. But nonetheless, we just got to wait for a pullback and see a continuation. If gold is going to continue pushing up higher, then it would be better if the dollar actually falls rather than gain strength. And right now, how this 4-hour candle's printing is looking like a liquidity grab, then a liquidity run. Sorry, it's looking like a liquidity run, then a liquidity grab. Okay, so let's see how the 4-hour candle closes as well, and we can make another decision based off of that as well. Because right now we're just holding high. Price looks pretty exhausted. Okay, let's see if we can start to get a pullback, and then we can look for some potential re-entries. Other than that, I think I'm going to call the live stream there. Because honestly, we're not really getting much today. Alright guys, money day. I will update the Discord if I see any setups. But those are the setups for those of you inside of the live stream. And I will be back later. Money day, everyone. Peace.